Hey, what's up, guys? I'm Coach K Crypto. We're going to be looking at what's going on with Bitcoin and Ethereum this week. What do I see maybe happening? Also, what are the other alts? What's the market cycle like again? When should we get into the bull market? Sometime in November. What's the process of what coins go when? We're going to look at that today. We're also going to look at some gems that I've been kind of following teams and talking to teams and kind of joining in the movements on some of these coins. And I want to give you guys a little bit of alpha into some of those coins. So don't go anywhere because there's definitely going to be some alpha that I'm going to drop on you guys today. So why don't we just get started with it? All right, so jumping right in, where is Bitcoin going next? Well, again, just a reminder, we likely are going to see the bull market start somewhere in between this zone right here. It will be a sideways and up, not straight up, but it'll start going sideways and up and rising. I just drew that as a straight line to show you guys that's when I think we'll probably bottom if we get there. Because there's not enough negative news that pushes the market down right now hard enough. But let's see, you never know, stock market could go, Evergrande think could come back, even though they're printing over $1 trillion to bail out everything. 32 billion is not that much. So I don't really worried about that so much as other people are, but I'm looking at just the market and where we would likely go. So we're likely gonna test this level right here at 27,300. It's very possible that we do that. I don't see really us just dumping from here, but it's very possible that also could happen. Now I did predict this way down here that we would come here. I did predict right here that we were gonna start seeing, and that 3 inside down trade pinned on my profile. If you're watching this, you guys have been crushing it all year long. You got it here going down, you got it there going up, you got it here going down, all the way here. You are crushing it. Good job, guys. I told you it's alpha and it works. Now, getting back to the point, what I see Bitcoin doing is testing this level. Likely the 200 EMA will be there, so we're underneath it again, and we're going to likely bounce below that, potentially coming to 24 and all the way down maybe to 22. And if we went any lower, it'd be somewhere in the 19s, okay? So those are the levels where if you don't know what's going to happen and you have liquidity and you're not really putting it in the market, it's sitting in USDT, you could put bid orders at those levels, and like I am, and just wait for them to either hit. If they don't hit, you lose nothing. If they hit, you're likely going to be very happy when we start getting into the end of 2023 into 2024, and we get closer to April, you're going to start seeing this is a really, really good time to be looking at where am I going to deploy my capital. So I'm looking to deploy capital now, not just yet, but I'm watching for levels to deploy on for every single coin that I'm in. Now let's go to Ethereum. We see some very similar types of things. We tested this lower level. We came back up. We have this Tenkin right here. We could potentially go up to the 200 EMA, which is also now at a bear cross with the 21 EMA. You see that yellow one is crossing down. So that is a bear cross right there. And so our death cross, whatever you want to call it. And basically we could come down to that level, or likely we could come back to this level at 1720 and come back down, or can go all the way up to potentially 17.9, okay? So looking at that, this is what I'm expected to happen, and I'm thinking of some similar trajectories of us coming very likely to this golden pocket of the last cycle. When we come down, we come back to it many times. So likely somewhere in the 1400s would be our first level, and our second level somewhere in the 12s, 1280, 1250, somewhere in that range. And then, if we get really, really lucky, we get down here, and we're looking at somewhere between, 1100 and 1000. But I don't think we're going to get there, guys. Really, we're too close to the halving, but anything can happen, and I just want you guys to understand that. Anything can happen. Now we go into Bitcoin dominance. Just looking at this, we're seeing that clearly Bitcoin's got a really, really nice move this last, since the bottom pretty much right here. It's come up and started doing its sideways and up type things. We're likely going to see it go higher, especially as the bull market starts to take off. Now, I'll give you guys a little quick recap of how all this stuff works while we look at the total market cap. So how things work is very simple, okay? When the market gets bullish, actually bullish, what will happen? There's a few steps. Step 1, Bitcoin starts to run. Step 2, Ethereum runs pretty much alongside Bitcoin. Step 3, once they have fizzled out, layer 1s and layer 2s start popping off. Now somewhere in there you could have storage coins pop off, you could have DeFi coins pop off, somewhere in there. But in general, you'll see that the layer 1s, the layer 2s, then the mid caps, right? And then the low caps, and then the shit coins, and then you repeat. But right before that happens, one of the leading indicators for the last 2 cycles has been Dogecoin. If we see Dogecoin and Shiba start running for the hills, it's very likely that all of us will go, whoa, hold up a second here. That is the time when bull market's about to come. So keep your eyes on those little pieces of alpha. Now for the gems, the stuff that I've been watching, put some money into, some of them are high like XRP, right? But their team is like incredible. They burned millions of dollars of tokens already. It's really wild to watch. They have lots of holders, which is very bullish. They're good volume. Their market cap's 80 million. It's a little bit high. So look for opportunities like this one, what happened there. I can't really draw it out because there's not very many, support levels that I can see on the daily. But looking down here, it's kind of found support somewhere in this range around 89 cents. We could actually look at maybe revisiting somewhere in the 80-cent range. So that's what I would be looking at if you're looking at potentially going into this project. There's obviously like another small level here at 70 cents. So looking at those, but I just think this project's really, they're building properly. And I would like you guys to keep your eye on that one. Another one that's doing it with cypherpunks and x.com and all this kind of really cool stuff is clearly x.com. These guys are really at support right now. We'll have to see if it holds. If it doesn't hold, we'd be looking somewhere a little bit lower around here at 6 cents, 6.1 cents. I really like this team. I know Herbert Sim personally. He's a really good guy. I've known him for years and years and years, pretty much as I came into crypto. So yeah, keep your eyes on that one. Another couple to keep your eyes on are Chap. I talked about Chap early. I talked about this level going to be breaking out. It finally broke out today. It's at its all-time high, but again, really low liquidity. It's only got its a market cap is 1.18 mil. It's really low. It's not too crazy many holders yet. They burned 20% of the supply. They plan to do staking and other cool stuff. So keep your eyes on Chappie. This could be a great one for people to be holding onto. So watch that one. Obviously, Bone, Shiba Swap. This is unfortunate for Shibarium. That kind of killed their whole momentum when the Shibarium launch happened and they lost millions of dollars of stables and ETH and stuff. So good for the market if you're in those coins that got lost, but not so good if you're those guys. So here's a really big piece of alpha, okay? I don't normally share too much about too many things, especially when it comes to meme coins. But what I can tell you is this. The guys that are behind OSAK are the guys who did Shiba. Positive. At some point, Ryoshi will likely come out of retirement and he will come in and be like, what's up, players? And burn all 50% of his tokens. It is extremely likely for that to happen. So keep your eyes on OSAK because I know the guys behind this. And they're the same guys who did Shib. And they're telling me this is the last one. They're not going to do any other memes after this one. This is the finale. I think this is going to be the one that really blows up. So keep your eyes on the prize. Don't worry about short term with this one. It could literally come all the way back down like Shiba did to these levels or these levels. But what I'm saying here is that it's very likely that there's massive whales behind this and all the top tier holders have not changed. And I know that because I am one of the top tier holders in OSAK. And I'm not telling you guys to buy this coin or not buy it. I'm telling you who's involved and why I bought so heavily. And I never, and all you guys know who've ever watched me, I don't really do the meme coin thing. So just giving you that piece. Next up, RFL. RFL basically is about to come up with vaults. Vaults basically are the same thing as when you see someone lock up a token when you have the liquidity, but they're on base, right? On base, I don't think they have that yet here, so there's no liquidity lock. They're going to be that locker for them so that teams can't steal your money and run away, so that tokens get locked into smart contracts and that you feel safe as an investor, which I think is a very good use case, as well as their launchpad. And they're kind of working with Diamond Swap as well. Diamond Swap is basically the Uniswap of DEX or of a base their decks, right? So I keep an eye on those guys. And apparently there's if you guys are trading, you won't be able to do it here. It'll say unknown exchange. You have to go to Diamond Swap. Apparently that's soon going to be listed, so you'll be able to do it directly from here. But I think the second that happens, we'll start seeing potential price increase because it's easier for normal people to invest into. So just keep those pieces of information in your mind at any time. The other one I've been watching, and I've kind of got introduced to who the person's behind this was, the developer, is one from a project that did multi-billion-dollar market cap last cycle. It's really new, it's early. Not many people have bridged over from ETH into the base ecosystem yet, but there's a lot of potential users that are going to be coming in, and I'm watching this coin very, very, very much so. Couple other quick ones is Fast. These guys obviously looked like they were dead. I told you they do 100% token distribution. There's no one who can dump on you from this chart at all anymore. Everyone that wanted to dump did, as you can clearly see on the chart on the daily. It just kept going lower and lower and lower as people gave up. And now people like myself are way in profit, holding on and buying a little bit lower. Jeff Kirkadis does not fail very often in crypto, and I'm a betting man, and I'll bet on this guy for sure. A couple others that I really like that I want to introduce you to. If you've seen me talking about them, great. This one, Bazed. Bazed I really, really like. They're about to come out with fantasy football, fantasy Premier League, all for betting, right? They're also going to add in like sports, other sports betting, fighting betting, casino, blackjack, etc. All's going to be on there soon. They're definitely going to compete with Rollbit, and if you look at their market cap and you look at Rollbit's market cap, you understand why I believe that this could be a thing, and they actually have a really fun ecosystem. If you go on Base.games, you'll actually see it's fun to actually play the games that they have on there. A couple others, one that's in a really nice dip right now and potentially will definitely come back is Genie. Genie is definitely down a lot, but I could see that it may bounce from, like, let's say, point, like if it drops, it might drop another 50%, but if it does, that could be a really, really good entry if it isn't already. And then obviously you guys know MEVFree. I called this a 2 cents way back here, right as it was breaking out of this little level. I called this, and some people thought I was a scammer for calling this. Well, I scammed you into over a 25x. So you are welcome. Much love to everyone. That's it for today. The market is going to do what it does. I see a lot of opportunities in meme coins and stuff that's DEX driven and base driven right now. So let's look at all of these, areas, and let's, maximize our capacity to make capital from those areas. Plan. If you fail to plan, you plan to fail. All you have to do is say, I want to buy at these levels, set the buy orders, and chill. This is how you win in this industry. You do not use fear, and you do not wait till the market scares you and you don't want to click buy because you're scared because now it's gone down so much, maybe it will go down more. So these are the things that will kill it for you guys. I hope you love this. Like it, share it, retweet it, and I'll see you guys soon, man. I'm Coach K. Much love, fam.
Fat,